Okay. Hello, people of Dorans and Outer. Welcome to this exciting match of dirty little animals versus the Dorans Waifus. A Dorans match in the 5th division, I was told. Pretty sure. I am Jochem and I will be your caster of tour today. And I will soon also be joined by my second caster. But there is currently a delay. Since bronze games can be quite a bitch, and therefore we have to wait for a little bit for him to appear. But we will start the pro draft soon, so we can hopefully at least get going with the game. And then after the draft, hopefully the second cast will have appeared, and we can continue on our normal game and casting schedule. I will switch already to the yes, the little draft, if I'm correct. Does this take it actually over? Super curious. I should actually open my own stream so I can see if it actually works, but it's game code. No, it doesn't work, by the way. Wait, it doesn't work. Wait. Okay, now it will work, right? Okay, now I need to get on my mobile to see if it works. Does it work? Open Twitch. Because normally settings would just work regularly, but the settings have been changed a little bit since I last used it, so that sometimes causes a little bit of an issue. Let me see if it works. It appears to be working on stream after I've finished the mandatory Twitch ad. Okay. I think it works. Kinda works. It doesn't fit perfectly though. And I'm gonna move it a little bit around. Just make it a little bit bigger. Maybe it will fit more better. Okay. Now move it a little bit like this. Okay. Now I'm gonna see if the overlay is better. It's still not perfect. It's still quite scuffed. No, why is everything always scuffed? Yeah, whatever. It's because people have been streaming on a laptop and I have a PC, so my screen's bigger than regular, so the thing isn't adjusted well regularly to mine. But you can see the champions well enough. It's not perfect. It's quite triggering me, but it will suffice. Okay. I've been quite a nasty caster once again, since I've not done my homework good enough, so these picks mean less to me. But I'm quite happy to see some bans. I do like the Maokai ban, because he has been quite strong recently. I do know the support plays of Zyre. That's something I'm quite well known with. So we see a Jhin as a first pick. Okay. We see Ornhover. Hey, thank you, man. I know I can fix it. I'm completely skilled in my in my technical issues. But when we're in game, it will be fine. In game, it's already fixed, but out of game, it's the screen capture doesn't quite work well with my screen for some reason. So that's quite. Okay. So also, what I like about hello. Oh my God, we have the co-cast here.
I can't hear you.
You can hear me?
Give me 1 second.
Oh my God, he has arrived.
Now I can. Oh, hi. I'm very sorry that I'm late.
You know what?
casting.
You know what they say. Bronze games do be kinda a doozy sometimes.
Very true, very true. We had some very interesting inting gameplay, with not myself excluded, sadly. But in the end, we lost.
Oh, you did. Bad man. All putting all the effort in, only winning. Feels bad, man. I know. You can now watch an interesting Dorans internal competition game. We already in pick and ban, so you have to like go into the stream to follow me.
Yes, no, we got it here on a very big screen. I'm actually at location, so I can see everything that's happening. But yeah, via the stream.
You can also see how it just doesn't. The picture game aren't fixed perfectly, so it's triggering me quite a bit.
But I mean, classic Dorans production, right?
True. We're not responsible for any cringing that may happen during a Dorans internal competition.
Very true. But I see some Misfortune Morgana action. And some,
so immediately some interesting like pick and bans. What is interesting though is that Dorans Waifus mid laner hasn't picked his champion yet, which is quite interesting because already 2 mid lane champs have been banned from him. So that, or from him, or I don't know. So the issue of that is if you now don't pick now, that means that you leave yourself open to getting banned out again. I see Dirty Little Animals don't commit for this strategy, but that is always a problem. If you're getting target banned, that most of the time means you have to pick earlier, because else you could get completely like banned out. And like you just ban every single champ that you're kind of comfortable with, and then you have to play something you're not comfortable with at all.
Yeah, true. But I also see like the Zoe. Yeah, so a lot of mid lane champions banned indeed. That's what you just said. Also the Lilia ban. Is that something the jungler likes to play?
I've also on team. I'm quite naughty. I didn't do my homework that well.
Me neither, sadly.
So I have to see, but I will actually need to take the Open.gg soon on my mobile and then look up. But I assume they are just banning people out. Like I know some people a little bit on this team. Some I've played with / seen before. So bijvoorbeeld I know that Zyra is a target ban of the support, for instance, and I know Belfast is as well.
I think also in the last, I've just had some inside information. On the last match they played on the side of, I think the one with Yari. So that's, I think, DLA, right? But he also likes to play Zyra, and they were pretty frustrated over at Zephyr. So.
Also, I am sorry, Robbie, I didn't point it out before, but I was quite busy today, so I wasn't able to. Yeah, I should have. Probably for dinner, I should have figured it out and then noted you. But like I said, it isn't a big issue. Like most of the things are going to work. Only this isn't perfectly fitting, so it's fine. But everybody has played enough League here. They know the pictograms is easy enough to recognize, so that's fine.
Very true.
We do see a Vi and then into a Ziggs Soraka. So we do see the Soraka Jhin in the bot lane against Morgana Misfortune, which is quite a roughie. And now we see an Azir hover.
Azir. I also always like Azir.
Azir,
it's spicy, but
Azir is kind of difficult to play. Okay, it's into Ziggs though, so that's quite an interesting matchup actually. Okay, so
I didn't really know, because I mean Ziggs can kind of jump away, right?
Oh, I have to also note a Trojan horse has subbed with Prime. Woo! Bask in the glory of Dorans.
Yeah, I think
I have to note that always. Okay, now I have to go to game. No, it doesn't see my game. Huh? No, let me.
Yeah, the people don't need to see the game. They will just hear our voices like the radio, and they will know everything that's happening. And meanwhile, I can update you on the epic ban picks, because you're wait, they're just doing the normal ones. I don't know where that tradition went, or maybe.
Does it work? 9. Oh, there. But it will capture it when it's on full screen, and we use pick and ban anyway. So you already know the champs. When I need to go back. Then I need to go to the pick'ems.
Yeah, with Garen, Sejuani. I think it was Soraka, right, and 6. Yeah, so yeah, and
I can just
a Jhin on one side. I haven't seen a lot of Soraka Jhin in the bot lane, but I might also be living under a rock. Is that a good lane nowadays?
Okay, now we'll see everything. Yeah, good. Sorry, what did you say?
Because yeah, the Soraka Jhin. Because I can kind of see how you can do the silence, and that you then after you W with Jhin, and then the silence will like root.
Yeah. So you root into a root. So that is quite interesting, but it is against the Morgana though. So if Morgana just spell shields that, that's difficult to get off.
Yeah, but maybe you do it on the Morgana and then she's silenced. She can't do anything.
That's true. That's true. If you do it correctly.
Maybe it's the extreme Morgana counter. But well, focusing the support's not always the good idea. We'll see. I do like though that on the side of I think it's the Waifus, right? You have a lot of team fighting. So Misfortune, Morgana, Azir, Ornn, and then Vi for the single target CC. I always like Ornn in competitions.
I've had it. It's literally also in the last game I cast where a Garen popped off in the top lane. Where I was like, Garen is not good in 5v5, and I was like, whenever it's going to be that pick anyway, and it wasn't. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't. But I have to say that was with a Yuumi though. But still, Garen has surprised me more recently than I like to admit.
Yeah, I mean, also I think Garen in lane is just a very good pick against like something that wants to pop off, because you can just like, I think Garen is pretty safe, as you have like a lot of survivability. But against an Ornn, I don't really know. I mean, you could kind of shred him, I guess. I'm not really sure.
I mean, Ornn has so much survivability. Ornn is not killable in lane. That's how everybody has always told me. High elo top laners, Ornn, you pick it because also it's unkillable in lane and it just kills. You just get 3,000 free gold from your upgrades and you're unkillable in lane.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know why Ornn is still allowed to be this OP. But I guess so. The top lane will be kind of just a top lane fest where you just smack each other and then say like, oh wait, we can't kill each other, and then just farm.
Then you can back off. Yeah. And okay,
I don't see this going any other way.
Okay, so just always the question I always ask was like, which team, not depending on skill, but which team comp do you like more?
Well, personally, I'm a sucker for team comps. So I really like the comp of the Dorans Waifus. Especially because I know that when you have a good Azir ult and then you have a Morgana over it, you push them all into the Morgana ult and it's very hard to get away. So if they get it off, and also for long range pick potential of Ornn, they do need a little bit of time to get like really settled. And I think if they miss their team fight engage, they might be pretty screwed. As like, they have a little bit more consistent damage with like, chase down potential maybe more with Jhin and Ziggs. Although on the other side, it's also quite a lot of team fight, but more outranging team fight.
Yeah, so
I want to throw bombs, and Jhin with just like a sustaining comp. So it's like this match is gonna be really about if the comp of the Dorans Waifus can like get to the comp of the Dirty Little Animals. I think at least.
Yeah, so I think Dirty Little Animals has one advantage in this, that they have a very good way of picking someone off at quite long range. So you have the Sejuani ult, into the Ziggs ult, into the Jhin ult, and all those three can do it on their own if you do it well enough. And then you also have a lot of potential to follow up on that initial CC. If you like Sejuani ult a carry, you can just Soraka E on him, and Vi cannot, Azir cannot shuffle himself away or ult people off him, so he's then just caught. You have the ability for Garen to land a silence when he has Deadman's Plate at some point and just rushes in with full speed and just looks to your carry and silences him, and then you just murder him. So there are a lot of potentials. Dorans Waifus has the more normal team comp. You have a regular carry, you have the Azir Misfortune scaling into the Morgana Peel, Ornn as a classic tank with a good ultimate. And then Vi is more of a Peel / potential card option. So Vi is the more odd one out, but I still think it works. Against the Dirty Animals who have this very unique card comp, but they're also less susceptible to getting caught themselves, I believe. Which is also good.
Yes.
You can still get shuffled, I believe, but you have double silence. So if Azir is for like 1 second able to get silence, he's just done. Because the shuffle stops once you're silenced. And you cannot ult them away anymore. So you're just stuck.
Oh.
So then you just instantly die.
Oh, that's intense.
And then the Garen silence and the
like
Soraka, and especially Soraka E just nullifies it immediately. Also with Morgana's spell, so if Morgana is the person you think, oh, Morgana cannot get caught, but if she gets silenced first, like you know, knows what can happen in lane, but it can also happen out of lane, she's just dead on immediately.
Yeah, I think also the Soraka is a very underrated ability. It does so much. Also, if somebody tries to get on her, the silence is just for many champs it's just detrimental to their engage. I also think what I've noticed is that we might get a little bit of more like macro play going on with the 50 Shade of Weeb, the top lane, probably going to split because you have like the four people in their team are kind of already a match, and they can just split with the Garen. While on the other side, we need to have like 4 or 5 for a real good team fight, and I guess I don't think in the later stages Dorn can hold it there. So you might have a little bit of dancing going around objectives, so they need to choose if they get Garen towards the team fight or if they let him keep a split machine. And on the other side, they also the Ornn needs to decide if he wants to match the Garen.
No, I think as Ornn and Garen, I think they have no kill pressure on each other. I get why. Yeah,
later in the game.
Yeah, later in the game, I guess, but still, I really don't believe like Garen has the ability to just run down Ornn, but then he has to be like at the second bot turret and then gets run down completely to his second bot down turret or something like that. There's no other way he dies. You just literally just walk away and just don't take it anymore. Like the advantage that Garen does have this game is he can build more greedy. I think he can build more damage, build more one shot, and don't die in lane, and just chill. So that's also the advantage. We also have some hype for the MF skin and the Soraka pick, so we have some opposing fans of different teams, which is always good because we have a Dorans 1v1 matchup, so that's always good to have some different supporters of each side.
Yeah, who are you rooting for? Just put it into the comments.
No, I have to. Oh, okay, no, good. I was thinking you were talking to me. Like I can't be biased. I'm a Dorans caster. I can't be biased.
I will never be biased,
but
just joking.
But if I'm playing,
no. But if any of the viewers have some bias, you can just type in #TLA or #Waifus. And we'll see which one.
And we'll see you on the Twitter feed.
we're kind of copying LEC in this. Yeah, maybe we should reinstate Dorans Twitter.
We could, but then
this would be really.
Twitter is quite interesting place that it exists, so I don't know if I want everyone to having anything to do with Twitter.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
do I see interesting runes? Do I see anything cool that I want to note out? I think everything's pretty standard. Hail of Blades on the Vi does mean she's going more damage, I think.
Yeah.
Because you have Aftershock as an option you can potentially go on Vi. You have Electrocute you can go. So there are several options you can.
I think she's going a little bit for the brawling power against Sejuani in the jungle. But then I would like to see more Akon for, I don't know if...
Well, don't you then go like press the attack or conquer if you want to one for
so I was about to say, so I'm really puzzled on why...
Oh, we see a 1v1 in the jungle already. I think Vi loses this. Good smite for health, but that does mean she loses the red buff. Vi immediately flashes away. Sejuani has flash, doesn't commit any longer.
She opted out. But now there's a Vi which has lost the red buff.
Oh, we see a mid lane gank. Okay, correct shuffle. Sejuani wasn't in range to block that. It was very close. Sejuani could have flashed onto the Azir when he shuffled away with the Q. It could have been a potential of a good play.
I think Sejuani's just adding pressure, just making it a little bit hard for the waifus to get into the game.
And this gank is logical because you just invaded, so people already know where you are. So there's no negative side in revealing. Oh, you just saw me 5 seconds ago. I'm still here, by the way. And then just going to the other grab. So now Sejuani also has both grabs.
Yeah. Also, Vi just revealed on the ward, so they should know that they can play aggressive on bot side as Jhin and Soraka, which they are doing. They're zoning off a little bit of CS. It's just nice to see that they also communicate that as a team. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, again, top lane is kind of just.
Yeah, I mean, every single lane isn't that. Like, I thought maybe bot lane would be the most action-filled bot lane, I think. Because every single lane is like, mid lane is just a farm lane into poke, but then they'll just back off after they're too low, clear waves and go away. Because both have just too much wave clear. Like, Azir and Ziggs have so much wave clear, so it doesn't even actually come close to actual one of them going to die. They're going to die to like a Sejuani or Vi ult. That's how mid lane is going to die. And top lane is never ever gonna see, like, they're just hitting each other, but it doesn't matter. Garen regens and Ornn doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, true. I would like to see some more action in the bot lane, but that's only gonna happen if Morgana hits a Q. And that's also a little bit debatable.
And then Azir, Jhin and Soraka have to hit like a combo. However, both when you have this kind of lane automatically kind of happens when you have two ranged support and two ranged. AKs are most times ranged, but still two ranged champions against one another in the bot lane. Because then it's like, okay, we're not gonna get close enough. We don't have the hard engage of some other champ. So it's basically if we hit a CC ability, we can go in. Else we just poke each other with basic attacks. And Soraka will heal back, and MF can just negate it with cookies. For now, at least. So the early game is just gonna be whatever.
Yeah, but I'm very happy that Sejuani at least is invading, because that gives us something to look towards. She's really bullying Vi actually.
Yeah.
I don't know how she stays so healthy. Because now I guess Sejuani has a lot of survivability in the jungle, but still, she's just kind of invading and always staying healthy. Oh, the top lane is going at it. That's a first blood. Oh my god, Garen level 6 does do more damage than you think.
Yeah, the silence caused the Ornn to not be able to respond quickly enough, and the ignite was also just enough so that the Garen ult could finish off, because it was literally almost just enough damage to kill the Ornn there.
Well calculated by 50 Shades of Eve. And that's an isolated top 1-to-1. And also Ornn ult down. Could be impactful.
Like I just love chat today already. Like, I'm not gonna read this because I'm gonna get banned, but I already love the chat.
Well, I mean, people can read it for themselves.
No, I'm not gonna read it. No.
Very dangerous.
No.
We are denying that we see this.
No.
Oh, the Soraka's getting caught. Might be a kill here.
Oh, it's close though.
Yeah, because Misfortune has flash. Oh, the last auto attack.
Ah.
Yeah, Soraka always baits me also.
No mana on the Aura. Ooh.
Oh, but Soraka getting.
Oh, Sejuani though. Yeah, Sejuani's gonna wipe, I think.
I don't think he can. Oh.
Sejuani, Misfortune has no flash.
Woo! Nice.
That's just enough. No, I'm not gonna read it. Go away! I'm not gonna read it.
We are family friendly streaming.
Yeah, we're only cringe when we're only accidentally cringe, not on purpose.
On purpose, yes. Not on my Christian Minecraft server.
Exactly. I will call the Pope.
Well, Sejuani is.
Morgana's dead here, I think.
And there's nothing.
Okay, does flash, and Morgana lives. Never mind, she doesn't live. A nice Jhin W in the fucking war. Shush! Okay, so now we do see a bot lane fest happening in favor of was it again Dirty Little Animals?
Yeah, Dirty Little Animals. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can even say that on stream. It doesn't even matter.
Yes.
Like if
animals can be dirty in a normal way.
And they can be little.
Yes.
I guess
it's
part of
it's a gray area. It's a gray area.
It's a gray area. It's a gray area. And we all know Twitch is very kind to gray areas. It's very respected. Okay, I'm talking too much.
Well, looking at the game at hand, what do you think is the next objective is gonna be? Because I see a Rift Herald.
Okay.
Really
honestly, the strength of Waifus is that they have better teamfight. Theoretically.
Yes.
So just chill. And it's actually just chill. Don't contest objectives. Scout them so you can at least take something back when the opponent does it, but chill. You have to really chill now. Sejuani is quite strong, able to search the Vi up already and cause a real bit of hassle. Your mid lane is doing fine with farm-wise. Your Ornn is also a little bit behind, but that doesn't even... not that big. Yeah, he died once and it's down a little bit of farm, but that's like acceptable. Like 15 farm down for an Ornn is whatever. That's fine. And your bot lane... And your bot lane farming is also quite fine. A little bit behind after your death, but you're still fine with that. So you can just chill, farm a little bit more, negate the gold advantage. Don't fight for now, at least, and then search for picks. Just if you have Fi ult now, you have a Z ult, maybe shuffle the Ziggs into a Fi ult or something. Like, spot the Rift Herald that they're doing. Maybe they're already spotting it. I don't think if they're gonna spot it. The Vi is going to walk into the Garen though. That's quite a hassle. Nothing happens yet. Oh, the Vi doesn't notice the Garen's way too late, so she's silenced. And she's dead. The Ornn is trying to commit on here, but that's going to be... Nothing. The Ornn has to walk away. The Ornn has to walk away. Just walk away, Ornn. Nah, he's dead.
Too late, I think.
Yeah, Ornn is dead. 100% here.
Yeah, the flash with the Garen. Yeah. Oh, the Ziggs. Oh no, he stole it from the Ziggs flashed and he still stole it.
It feels bad, man.
I hope they're having fun.
Yeah, so what I said about not contesting anything, yeah, that
well, that proved to be a good advice,
maybe a solo,
but they didn't take it.
Yeah, the other part was the Vi noticed the Garen a little bit too late, and once Garen is in range of you, you can't Q away anymore because your Q will just go against the Garen and Garen will just knock you down. So at that point, the Vi was just dead there. Yeah, but now
because the gold is given over to the Garen right now. So that means he might actually be a good split pusher against Ornn.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite a hassle to kill now.
So now the Waifus really have something to deal with in the side lane, which means they can not really easily fight with fight.
Okay, but now Rift Health's gone. Yeah. Dragon is 40 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, but can the Waifus contest this?
Waifus, no, they can't contest the next two Drakes, I believe. They have to chill as much as they possibly can, try to track Sejuani, and go for picks on opposite sides of the map. If they know where Sejuani's at, they can just... Oh, Sejuani's bot side? Okay, we try to kill somewhere else. Sejuani's mid side, we try to kill somewhere else. Just try and use this Vi ult as good as you can, together with the Misfortune ult, like in bot lane, for example. If you like ult Soraka in a Misfortune ult range, she's dead. If you ult Jhin within the Misfortune ult range, that person is just dead. You can just use that correctly. However, you can't team fight. So now they're grouped up for Dragon. You have to give this. Just farm up. Let your laners acquire some of that gold. Ooh. Shuffle was just awkward for a turn range. We do see the Vi collapsing.
Ziggs is in trouble.
Good collapse.
Yeah, I think Ziggs is dead here.
Yeah, Ziggs is dead here. Like, even if Vi dies here, I think that's still worth.
Ulti?
This is fine. This is well played from the Waifus. The shuffle was quite unfortunate though. He should have aimed it a little bit more to the left side, but that was good. Well done.
He might have known that Vi was coming, so then
yeah,
it was not really the plan to get him on the tower.
Yeah, but that's what the Waifus need to do. Get these picks with the Vi ult. That was well played.
Yeah, very well played, I think, as well. Ooh, but not anything more.
Ornn trying to get a 2 plates while the Garen was mid lane. Stayed a little bit too long, unfortunately, for a single plate.
Yeah,
I think he is
Ornn,
going to die here.
Ornn clap. Ornn still does surprisingly a lot of damage for the...
Oh!
He is also dead.
Ah, that's so unfortunate. If the Ornn was just lived a little bit longer there, the Vi would have been able to save him, probably kill Garen there as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was also a little bit low. Maybe.
Like when I said the Ornn was able to lift the side lane, yeah, I take everything back. Ornn is going to die every single time the Garen faces him now.
But this is also... Garen is just so ahead.
Yeah.
So that's also why he can thread him so easily.
Yeah, but this would happen with every single matchup in the top lane if your opponent is just this far ahead. Yeah. Like Garen, he's building crit now. He's probably going like Phantom Dancer or something. You go on Garen, I think. You go Phantom Dancer here.
Oh yeah, might be. Oh yeah, then you can also chase forever. So it's like and duel forever. Yeah, but normally it would maybe be more like a chill game. But they had confidence in the Garen, and it has paid off. So good to see.
Interesting. But you still have the Azir and the Misfortune, so there's still definitely a potential for Waifus here, I believe.
Yeah, I also think the Zier's farming quite well.
Yeah.
So there's always like a comeback factor there, and also with a team fight comp, if you go late enough, it's always winnable. But yeah, you need to get there, and I think with the little animals having 2 drakes already and being ahead for 4k gold, yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, this is
But,
quite.
I wouldn't count them out because I mean there's always late game.
The problem is now though that Vi is getting bullied out of her own jungle, and that's quite okay. I think Ornn is just dead here again. Garen has red buff. Yeah, I think he's dead. He's gonna get chased into infinity. Doesn't even matter.
Relentless.
Yeah. Ornn, yeah, I know it's annoying as a top laner, but he really just has to sit under his turret and hope to God the Garen doesn't chase him. If he walks too far forward, he just gets chased down. Ornn wanted to force a new turret, but Garrett was mean. Yeah, it feels bad, man. Let the guy force it. Let the guy upgrade his turret.
Yeah. Oh, and Misfortune getting caught.
No, she's fine. She doesn't know. She's just dying. They do quite a good amount of poke, but she doesn't know.
Yeah, but still, it's pretty risky now to stay under here. Because they don't know. Oh, well, I guess they know where Shishuan is because he's mid. Yeah, then they can stay.
Jesus. The damage that actually Garen does on turrets is actually quite big.
Yeah. Yeah, the split pushing is working out.
Yeah, the Garen's now going to be quite a menace. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, for Vi this is also going to be quite difficult because what kind of jungle do you have left? You don't have that much pressure on your lanes anymore, so your jungle just gets handed over every single time.
Yeah.
Oh sheesh!
Well, that's a good kill.
That's a Gale Force, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big ass Gale Force.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was about to say was I'm very interested to see who did the most damage after this game because Garen right now is smacking it up, he's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's Garen.
You you always have 6, right? And all poke champions deal like a certain amount of damage, unrealistic amount. Oh, but that's just so much damage with it.
Okay, I think this is. I take back. I think it's going to be quite a roughy for Waifus now.
Yeah.
Who is coaching for
it's very hard to do anything to.
I don't know, man. You should ask. You should send him a chat message. Hey yo, if I give you an energy drink, will you like coach me? Coach me in how I play Jhin.
Well, Jhin is doing very well in the CST part.
Yeah, every single lane is having quite a roughy. I think only Azir has like just equal farm and just chilled, but. Yeah, the problem is you're going to have to hand over next dragon. This Rift Health's going to get taken. How do you deal with the Garen? You just don't. So you have like a lot of problems. And if
like they have 1 dragon left where they can try to kill the Garen. But like if they give this up, they should try to look to kill him.
Yeah, but Garen is just in base.
Then it's really hard.
Like even how do you respond now to if their little animals like does it by the book, they will probably siege the bot turret soon because that's the only Aura that's still alive. They have Rift Health, they will probably siege that soon. Garen is already moving to the bot side, so you already know that's going to happen. Ornn has TP. I think you just give the outer turret, but this is going to be quite a roughy to how to deal with this correctly. Vi does go in. I don't think they win this at all. I think they're just dead.
No. I think this is also the first death for Azir, maybe? Yeah.
No, he's dead.
So,
Misfortune's dead. Yeah.
And why not take Misfortune as well? Quite catastrophic, but maybe they get a top tower out of it with the Ornn.
Yeah, I think this is how do I call this a done deal? It's quite. I'm cast. I'm supposed to be optimistic, out, right? But it's a 9.5k gold difference.
They got like the objective bonus on the top turret. It's gonna swing, I'm sure.
Yeah, but the Rift Health's also gonna swing in the bot turret now. Garen is currently swinging mid lane turret right now.
I was being mildly sarcastic.
Come on, man! I'm a serious caster. I do this. I've been here for so long.
This is definitely cringe. So I guess we're good casters now.
Yeah, we're casting.
If there was no cringe allowed, then
Okay, they're trying to get the Jhin. Jhin
can...
has no Gale Force, no Flash. He could die here if they play it correctly. I think he dies here. Exhaust, Sejuani ult. Okay, Morgana Binding does connect on the Kasarka's dead here. Is Jhin dead here?
Good.
Oh, the Garen though. The Garen though. The fucking Garen though.
They got Garen. But it was a good effort. Like, you do need to try to take these plays, because if you're just sitting back...
That was the best play they could have probably made there. It was unfortunate they couldn't get the misfortune, but like every single person of them has to catch a shutdown at this point, so why not try at least to get some kills?
And I think also if I had their ulti still...
Yeah, exactly.
Really good. Oh, and they're getting the Ziggs. Oh, that's really
and the Azir gets a shutdown, which is also very nice here. Like, if Azir gets free items, if Unfortunate gets free items, it may be winnable for the Waifus. But still, it's gonna be a roughy road. It's gonna be a bumpy hill from here. True. And you have the problem that you have less resources available to you, because your jungle is just gonna be gonna get sniped every single time. You're not gonna have a jungle left.
Yeah. Yeah, as a DLA, if you just keep on having vision on enemy jungle and just don't let them in, it's gonna be real hard for the Waifus. Yeah. It's this is like the moment in the game where you're just holding on to your inhibitor turrets and trying to survive long enough to make an impact in the team fights. Because as you see, like nothing is up in the Waifu's jungle. But it's all been taken. Well, I guess now bombs spawn. It's like.
And we have Sol, and Sol's gonna spot in 2 minutes. I don't think Waifu's gonna be able to contest that with a 10k gold difference. Yeah. No. The only thing you could hope here is that, because I think they're gonna be able to get Baron, know what, if Dirty Little Animals wants it. If Dirty Little Animals starts Baron, if they can stall the start of Baron until Dragon spawns, they could maybe get the Dragon in trade for Baron, but I think Waifus just notice it and just wants to get Baron now, before the Dragon spawns, so they can get Dragon as well.
Because it's not in their interest to trade. They are so ahead that they can just force.
Yeah, the Baron's spawning and it's slain. Yeah. And now they are going to...
Yeah, now Azir might be caught out. I guess they're just leaving it for now.
No, the Azir shuffle. So he has cleanse and shuffle, so the Azir is quite safe, I think, facing off against Sejuani.
Oh, but, I see Soraka pushing. That's very... well, I'd say interesting, but I mean, Soraka still has like global pressure with her ulti.
Yeah,
it does take a little bit of time. But now they're getting engaged.
That's a good Ornil. That's a very good Ornil.
Very good. Wow, that was actually impressive.
Okay, that was well played. That was well played. That's the play they needed to make to stall. Yeah, now the problem still is, I think the Ziggs and Jhin are going to be in range for this dragon, so they have to force a fight now. They have to kill another member of the little animals so that they can get this dragon.
But this was the mistake they needed. They needed them to be...
True, but they still need to contest... They still need to contest this dragon. It's still not over yet. This dragon is very important for them to deny Sol. If they can get themselves another 5 minutes, they can maybe turn it around. But the dragon is still going to be very important. They have done one of the two things they have to do. Now they have to get this dragon.
Yeah, but there is hope. There's hope.
Why is Azir backing here? Azir doesn't need to back here. Azir doesn't need to back here.
Maybe it's a bait. Oh, it's not a bait.
It's not a bait. Okay, they're dead here. They're all dead.
Well, yeah, I can't say I disagree, but that's because I see it. Yeah, it's, I think, but also with Azir there, MF and Vi were still a ways away. Oh no, I think I'm only MF because Vi was still there. So they would have come with 5 people. So it's still
like the Azir wanted
been an iffy team fight, but it was their best shot, I think.
Yeah, Azir did need to back. Like he wanted to get Shadow Flame, but it was already way too late for that. The dragon was gonna spawn in 10 seconds. You don't just go and get Shadow Flame there. Now they have Sol. And they have a very good Soul Asset as well. And they can't even deal with the Garen here.
Yeah,
no, maybe?
The Garen actually getting a mortal reminder. That's a pretty interesting choice, I think. Well,
okay, they are maybe going to get Ornn. He is ignited here. Maybe they get Garen, question mark?
Oh yeah, I see. Oh,
Maybe they get Garen? No,
no.
no.
What's in a hard play?
No, I don't, because the Soraka heals is too much.
And
Holy moly,
yeah.
yeah. That's gonna be a win, I think, here for the animals. I don't think Miss Fortune... Oh, Miss Fortune has ult? Maybe she can hold it? Question mark? No, that's too much minions. That's too much minions. Oh, she's stuck. She was minion blocked by Sejuani into the Soraka E. Oh my god. Okay,
well, I would say it's very well played to the TLA, just little animals, because yeah, this looked like a clean textbook. Yeah, well, it's Garen domination. Garen domination, Jhin. Yeah, they all had a part to play. The top lane. Very commended them. Do you want to give out an MVP, or do we want to let the people decide?
You want to let the people decide. Hey, I study politics, so I have to give a shout out to the boys, to the people.
To the boys? Which boys?
To the people. To the people! To that people of the democracy of Dorans. Okay, does anybody have... Okay, Riot. Riot is this. What did I just witness? What am I witnessing? Okay, I'm gonna look at the details. What's this?
On the scoreboard.
What's this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? I can't see grass. I can't see shit. Right.
Oh, really? Oh, that's.
No, I go to advanced details. Okay, go ahead. I believe.
Advanced details on the graphs. Oh wait, I can't see anything either. This is pretty sad. But from the scoreboard, you can see that Garen did the most damage.
And I'm gonna go
to Gain. In fact, it's very nice. Do you have it on the screen? Oh.
I'm gonna go to screen capture. People can see what my client is currently. Look.
Oh, nice.
Look.
Yeah, same. It's the same for me, but you should just go to scoreboard. But you can still see some of it there.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, here. So you see most damage by Garen, which is very impressive, I think. And then yeah, of course, yeah, Ziggs just throws bombs, gets damage. And then also Ornn, yeah, so in the top lane it was just fighting. It results in a lot of damage. And Azir, yeah, tried her best, but not, yeah, I guess, yeah, it's just not meant to be. Very sad. Well, I think we can congratulate the Turtle Little Animals here. And sadly, the Waifus lost, but still, it was a good game to see. Although it was pretty one-sided at some point.
Okay, now I have to
go. Do you want to interview someone or?
No, there's a second game.
Oh, second game. Oh, we're okay. We're guessing another game.
No, you're like MVP. I was like, huh? But no, there is a second game.
Ooh, there was a second game.
Because it's every single competition in DSL right now is a best of 2.
Ah, nice.
So you always play 2.
I do need to be invited, I think. Again.
Need to be invited again. Like, I still like that your name is Radboud Nijmegen. You were able to acquire that name.
Oh, yeah, it's full.
Oh yeah, and now it's no longer full. Now you can join.
Nice.
And you can join me in the spectator.
Oh yeah. The name part OnlyFans. I also.
Does the side stay the same? Yes. So the elements are still blue side and Waifus are still right side. I'm quite interested. Who had side selection? I can't spell selection by the way, but I'm just gonna ignore that. Jullie, team 2. Okay, good. Ik nog wel van side selection hebben hoor, but I don't think it really matters. Same side, okay, yeah. But no, I'm interested to see why. Okay, so team 2 chose red side again. So again, they had red side and they got red side last game. So Little Animals chose blue side the first game, and then Dorans Waifu decided the second game to stick with that. So they chose red.
So they do like red.
I think that's the reason for it, probably because they want to give the mid laner a counter matchup.
Yeah.
I think that's
the mid laner's getting banned out a lot, so if they stick with that, they are there at the same time. with as dirty animals. Yeah, it might be very hard for the mid laner to get also a counter pick and a pick that they're comfortable in. But I'm going to op.gg. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, okay. So, what can I give away for Dorans Waifus? If you're Ornn, just chill as much as you can in the top lane. I know this is kind of hypocritical for me to say because I don't chill at all when I play Ornn, which is understandable that he also has that feeling. But your team wants you to just chill and don't do anything. Your jungle, I think you need to track your opponent's jungler more. So that the invades doesn't happen, but also awkward moments.
Well, I think the invade happened like pretty early, right? I think it's more like reacting to the invade. I think the Ornn and the mid laner, like they've Azir should have come to the early invade if they gotten the Sejuani there.
Okay.
And might be
I don't understand the ways of the Ornn. Okay, so what do you want?
Are we ready? Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
You're ready, right?
Yeah. How am I not able to understand the chat ways of the Ornn? The chat ways of the Ornn. Picks Ornn, dies the lane, refuses to elaborate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But it's best of 3, right?
No, best of 2. So it's 2 games. It's always 2 games. But so it can end in the tie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay.
the.
I should have really read up on this.
Yeah, the reason is 1 game is just too short because you can have that 1 game smashing, and but 3 games is too long. But if you have like a series and then because you have 2 games after this, you also have a series. For instance, you have 2 time slots. If you have a best of 3, you can have 6 games in the evening. That means that some people have to play at like 1 hour in the evening.
Oh, that's
you can't have that. You just can't have that. People will just straight up be too tired. So you do 2 games, and then you always play 2 games. You always know ahead of how many games are going to be played. That's fair. But when just like the group phase, when we're out of the group phase and the tournament starts, then there will be best of 3s. But then you have less games in a week.
So so then it's possible. Good system.
Okay, we see immediately we see the same thing again. Jhin into Ornn Morgana. Like it's literally the same pick order from last game. I can like even show you two.
Yeah, and also the Zoe Syndra and I think it's Death, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So last time they didn't ban Garen, they banned Maokai. As last ban from Dorans Waifus. So now that the Garen is banned, they're playing Maokai probably. Advantage of the Maokai are it's flexible. You can flex it support, jungle, and top. You can even go mid if you're really desperate. But you have at least 3 lanes where it can fit good. Where it can be played very well. So that's an advantage. So I have to see where Maokai goes this game.
The games that I see Maokai in, most of the time Maokai is pretty good.
Yeah. So, Maokai is really strong at the moment. Okay, he blinds Nasus. So now, Nasus in Ornn.
But is it? No. It might also be Nasus support, because I know there's a Nasus support build out there which is like poking.
True. But would you pick Nasus support into a Morgana though? I think that's one of the few matchups you just don't pick.
No, yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, that's a fair point. That would be really weird. So I guess we can already conclude Maokai support. Maybe they thought they were big brain, but they were less big brain than we thought.
Cho'Gath mid, or are they gonna like flex Ornn away and then Cho'Gath into Nasus?
Ornn support? No, wait. Ornn? How can they flex away Ornn? Ornn mid is...
Ornn mid, yeah, just go Ornn mid, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really depends on the mid laner though.
Yeah,
if there's something that just can like free scale, then it's gonna be pretty hard.
Okay, we see Veigar. Okay, Sejuani is an interesting ban, knowing that Maokai is probably going jungle. I assume that's... But I think they're maybe afraid of Maokai getting flex support and still Sejuani being open, so they just ban it. So now we have support and... I assume support and mid left for the little animals, and I assume mid laner and AD carry left for Dorans Waifus. So yeah, they pick AD carry to leave their mid laner open as the last pick, which makes sense. I'm saying mid laner, but it's good. I think it's just a Cho'Gath mid, and it's probably a jungler that has to be last pick. I assume. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna flex this all around. They could do some interesting things for flexing on both sides right now.
Yeah, Cho'Gath jungle could be a thing, right?
Yeah, you could even pick Nasa's jungle. Like, I don't know, they could like flex all this stuff around right now. Now, literally, they could just flex all shit around. I know idea where things are going to go until I see the game. I'm just gonna speculate on it.
And also, it cannot be any like dummy picks, right? Because we're not in the actual client. So that was my first, because in the past we used like the client, then people didn't have all the champions.
Yeah, you gotta go.
It will also be like when you don't know what the draft really is. It's like, oh, it's probably a dummy pick.
Doesn't work in this way. Yeah, it doesn't work in this. Okay, so I have a Ziggs again mid. So it's probably an Nasus top in a Maokai jungle, like I assume.
Yeah, and then I mean, we have also in the past we've also seen Janna top right. So it's like, but I don't think that works anymore.
If that happens, I don't know, man. I don't know. That would be
we just had a lot of loss of words then.
Okay, Taliyah is like only played mid currently, right? Like, I don't even know anymore, man. Where is stuff going? Like, they could still flex it around on the last minute. You could like play Taliyah jungle if you want, or mid.
Yeah, Taliyah jungle.
You could do it.
Actually, Taliyah jungle, and then Cho'Gath mid. Cho'Gath mid, I've played it a couple times and it's like pretty okay. It's only against Ziggs.
Yeah, it's against Ziggs though. I mean, the good part about playing against Ziggs, if you knock up Ziggs, he's just dead on the spot, I think. Because you can just walk into his range, silence him, he can W himself out and just hit him.
Yeah, true.
But then again, will you ever get in range of your Q with Cho'Gath into his Ziggs? Probably not. Yeah, I'm just gonna see where things gonna go. I'm gonna go into the melee.
Nasus stop. It is Nasus stop. I can already spoil it for everyone. maybe it's more fun to like do like a big review. That it's gonna be, okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. If they pick Cho'Gath jungle. So then we have Taliyah mid. I think Taliyah is quite okay against Ziggs. I'm not really sure what that matchup does, but I can kind of get that Ziggs just wants to push in, and Taliyah wants to roam.
Yeah, Taliyah wants to push in roam, Ziggs wants to push in and ult somewhere. Taliyah also wants to ult somewhere, right? I guess with the roam. It's interesting. Yeah. There is more kill pressure potential mid lane, I think. I think Taliyah is still quite bursty with the... If you like hit the W on Ornn into your minefield, the Ziggs is just almost dead.
But you need for Taliyah W to hit or Cho'Gath Q. Like, yeah, it's not like guaranteed CC. So Ziggs needs to misposition for that to really happen. So we'll see. No one knows if Ziggs is gonna kill. Okay, that was a very bad one. Because his name is no one knows. Okay, I'm gonna stop explaining the joke.
Okay, well, you just cringed me twice, but it's fine. Cringe is a way.
Cringe has been achieved today.
Yeah, we're just doing it for the fits at this point. Okay, I'm actually. Okay,
I'm excited for the price of it.
I am quite excited for this match because it is different than the previous game. It's quite different, and it's going to be a slaughterfest of a game, I assume. Actually, because you want to kill the Nasus, you can kill the Ziggs. Like Janna and Jhin don't have a lot of gap closers. On the other side, you have Nasus. You want to protect him so he can get stacked. You want to protect the Ziggs so he can get off. Janna Jhin has skill potential a lot because if Morgana doesn't spell shoot correctly and the Janna knockup hits, the Jhin W hits, and then that person has a problem.
That does need someone to mess up. But that can happen. I mean, mess ups happen all the time.
Who won the first game? Dirty Little Animals won the first game.
Yes. Dirty Little Animals. And they're back on blue side, so.
Yeah, so it's the Dirty Little Animals won the first game on blue side, and now the blue side again against Dorans Waifus on the red side. I don't know. Okay. give me your sense. What do you think about the team comp? Which comp do you like more? And while you answer that, I'm going to take a pit stop. Give me.
Yeah. So there we have a Ziggs and a Jin on one side, which is the same as last game, which means that they're trying to do a little bit of the same. I would say. Now we do need to see if Nasus claps as much as the Garen did last game. And I think Nasus needs a little bit more of a startup time to achieve what Garen did. So that's a matchup we need to pay close attention to, the Nasus and Ornn. For the jungle, I'm quite torn. I think they both, like Maokai for sure wants to gank, and yeah, it is possible. At least I like now Maokai because he has like very easy CC. And Cho'Gath, you can farm on him, but in the jungle, I don't know. You're gonna be eating a lot of means at the start. I think also you want a little bit of to offer a little bit of support to your lanes. So it's really hard to see where this match is going. I think if Nasus can get some free stacking time, it's gonna be very hard. But that's always with Nasus. That's just the way he is. And in mid lane should be a little bit of the same. I think Talia has quite the same playstyle as Azir in the way that she just roams when she's level 6. And before that she's trying to clear the way and maybe create some picks for the team. So that's the top side of the map. I think bot side, Jhin, Kai'Sa, it's more about if Jhin can get some W's down, which is harder with Morgana. But they did it the last game, and they also had a Morgana support. So we'll see if they can outplay them. I think, Kai'Sa is always late game a very nice champion, but yeah, they do need to have CC on the back. Well, I guess with Ornn, it can be done quite nicely. If you Ornn ult the back line, and Kai'Sa can go in, and she can wreak havoc. I do think Kai'Sa is a better option than what we have last game.
I'm actually. It is a quite difficult one to assess more than the previous game because then you have the I think more team fight focused. Both have it, but in a weird way. Both pick more comfortable champs than actual compatible champs. Because you have two awkward things. So you have you think, okay, the animals have that team fight comp. But you have Nasus. Nasus is dog in team fights. Like, if he's turbo stacked, you think, oh, he's pretty good, right? But you get your ass kited, Morgana spells you your W. You're going to get kited, knocked up by Ornn, knocked up by Cho'Gath, silenced by Cho'Gath. Talia knocks you back.
Thrown away by Talia.
You can't really play a fight out normally as Nasus. So you have split push, right? Okay, split push into Ornn is possible. Or that's not very clear. You have the possibility to also, at some point, move Talia into the lane with Nasus, and Talia just space cares and ults away when the team fight happens. So there are possibilities for Waifus to deal with Nasus. Which doesn't mean that, he's playing Nasus, so they automatically win late game. I don't think that's the case here at all. I think actually Waifus has a better late game. But the disadvantage, however, is though you have a lot of card potential on the side of Waifus. I mean, the little animals. Because the little animals, you have the Jhin knock-up, you have Jhin again, you have Ziggs again, you have Maokai, you have Nasus W. You have a lot of ways to punish misposition.
I especially like the Maokai Ziggs combo. Or like, Jhin Ziggs in general. It's like very long range pick potential, as you pointed out last game. Because the Sejuani spell was banned, I think Maokai is a very good substitution for Sejuani, as it does do the same things. You also have the ult, which is also quite long range, where you can force people into like a choke, where you can drop the 6 gold. So overall, with Janna as kiting, it's I like the comp of the dirty little animals quite a lot, as it's also like the same core concept as which what they went with the last game, and they won pretty convincingly.
So what's also gonna is the Ornn gonna walk into these Nasus?
Okay. Yes, it is.
That doesn't matter. The interesting part I think here is gonna be mid lane is gonna be more important. Last game mid lane was a poke into Farm Fest, but both sides didn't do. They just chilled basically. It didn't really matter mid lane that much because there were other sides of the map happening way more. This time though, you have the Ziggs trying to stop Talia from permanently roaming, which is going to be the important thing. So if Talia is able to get out of lane a lot and punish Nasus, which is very punishable. You have a lot of CC in the top side, so if Talia just ults there, I think that's just dead every single time. And same with the bot side, I think if you ult on Janna, you can just kill them very easily. So there is a lot of possibility this time for mid lane being more important, which I'm quite excited to see. You have more lanes with more agency. Ornn is also going to be important for how he's going to lane against a Nasus. You know, don't let him get fed again, don't let him get too much stacks. But also against Nasus, the most important thing is wave management. Correct wave management at Nasus is the big important thing. You don't want to push the Nasus wave on the turret too quickly. If it's a really big wave, you can do it. If it's not a big wave, you don't, because Nasus is able to last hit most of these minions because of his Q and get the stacks anyway. You want to freeze as much as possible. So this is a quick push
against Nasus,
and Nasus is going to freeze on this 100%. Like I said, and this is kind of something you some push, but it's not really something you want to aim for against Nasus. I think you don't want to give him a freeze. You want to immediately push in or stay, but even pushing in is not really recommended. You want the wave to push towards you when you're playing against Nasus always. Bot lane is going to be a can the supports hit Qs? If Janna hits a knock-up, can Janna hit a knock-up and can Morgana hit a Q? And that's literally all this bot lane in a nutshell. So that's also going to be quite interesting. Once again, a ranged support matchup. That's also more poke heavy.
I think Maokai is coming for a gank right now. And Talia has no mana, but she might be able to kill...
late flash.
That's not that good flash, late flash.
Yeah. If you flashed early,
and also the Cho'Gath is nowhere near, so I think this is going to be the first kill.
Yeah. Eventually just smack down by the tree.
Tree smacker. And Ziggs still got an assist, so that's very nice and well played from the DLA. Dirty animals. Yeah, I see that Nasus is quite struggling in the game because he wants to manage the wave well. But, this matchup now going in the favor of Ornn a little bit. Although Ornn is using a lot of his mana.
However, if you don't kill Nasus, doesn't matter. Like the HP, like everybody's like, oh, my lane is going good because my lane opponent is lower. If he doesn't die or lose farm because of it, the HP difference doesn't matter. I've really become like a old geezer in League of Legends, just being like, well, technically, when you are doing it like this, it doesn't matter.
Please, Jochem, try to enjoy the game as well.
I'm just too old for this, man. I'm just way too old. I'm just an old geezer at this point, man.
I got sick of that shit.
I feel like Scrooge McDuck at this point.
Well, I mean, I would also like to have that much money.
But then again, I'm not Scrooge McDuck because I don't have money. So it doesn't matter. Like I have negative money. I have even better than money. I have negative money.
Ooh.
Because student
negative money does sound like a.
Yeah, but technically, but you get the point, right? So I'm another money trouble.
Who doesn't have negative money as a student?
But if student,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm ranting already. Shit. I'm ranting. I'm old. I'm ranting.
Oh no. Well, in the bot lane actually, one of the bot lane of the Waifus is getting poked up out a little bit, with the Morgana having not that much mana. Kai'Sa almost needing to back.
Makes sense. Kai'Sa is quite difficult into poke lane because of her short range. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think Nasus is also getting
freezing a wave here is important for Ornn. If the wave, if the casters can kill some of his minions, that's big for the Ornn.
And I don't know if he can do it with this. Oh, he's already killed too many minions as well, I think. So it's gonna slow push back into Nasus.
Can be freeze.
Well, not anymore. But Ornn does have ult now, but I don't think he has mana for it. Otherwise, it might have been a kill. But Nasus knowing its limits and also
we see the Cho'Gath and Maokai. Who wins this actually? Well, the the team with roams first.
The one with the bot lane.
Yeah, the one where the team is able to roam first. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I was like, hey, it's going to be a 1v1, and it wasn't a 1v1. I was wrong.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yes, I also thought about that song too.
Yeah, mine still think alike, you know.
It do be like that. Yeah, and also seeing that Nasus has a lot of mana still. I think Nasus doing quite a good job in just farming.
He's going to be ahead of farm here and he's going to have... Nah, he's not going to freeze this though, so... That's quite good.
No. But like he's even in farm and he can't stay. Because he has a lot of sustain. And Ornn needed to go back for his mana. Yeah, I do give props to the bot lane of Dirt Little Animals. They are getting quite some lead here without any jungle intervention. So, well, I guess Janna Jhin is also very obnoxious to play against.
Yeah, you just have the Kai'Sa diff, the Ayo, I am just too short range to kind of deal with this right now, so I just have to chill.
Yeah. So that's just, the way the lane goes, I guess. So now Talia's trying to relieve some pressure to let the Kai'Sa
I think even if you're spotting, just ult on this, right? That's Talia. Okay, the problem is, once again, what I noticed, they don't know where Maokai's at. Like, if they knew Maokai was in bot side, Talia would have gone for that ulti. I think that's the reason she didn't win for the Talia didn't win for that ulti. You
and
have
also,
to think...
the 6 was also off the map, so it could be that they're both there, or like Maokai with the 6 ulti on top.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what happened. Okay, worst case scenario. But if you knew Maokai wasn't there, you would have gone for that. Yeah. Vision is important. Well, I'm an old geezer. Blah blah blah.
I think my gold brain would go like, oh, I see kills. Let's ooga booga that lane. Yes. But well, that's why I'm gold. Right. I haven't actually looked at the ranks of these players, but I think they're better than me.
Oh, let's go. Oh, everybody stop playing! And okay, doesn't matter if he gets ult. I think he's just dead. He's 100% dead. It doesn't matter if he plays it.
Oh, they're just bullying this all.
Yeah. I guess 3-man top, he's dead 100% there.
Yeah.
6 ulting to wave clear the Talia wave, the wave away so they can get another plate. That's fair. Yeah.
But that was good of Little Animals to go for that Ornn shutdown again. Maybe play a little bit into his mental. Who knows? Although most Ornn players are quite resilient in their mental. So.
True. Ornn players are like... I've had some people play Ornn and he's just like, hey yo, I died 2 times in lane. I would have been like, oh, he's so dog shit, how do I die? It's so unlucky. And he's like, oh, okay! Wait, does he die? He does die, he dies, he's dead.
That didn't look like...
Okay! Okay, is Maokai gonna eat the fucking rift? Eat the rift! He doesn't have eat!
He does have eat, right?
No, he doesn't!
No, he doesn't. Oh my god, this is sad. But he also doesn't have smite.
Both junglers don't have smite! No! No!
This is the weirdest
this is so awkward. Like, if one jungler had smite, they would have gotten it. If Cho'Gath had ult, he would have gotten it. If both didn't have it, so it was immediately a clown fest. So that's...
Yeah, they just stared at each other and was like, oh, you're gonna smite it, right? Oh no, you're gonna smite it,
right? And then we were like, wait, we both don't have smites? And then we were like, yep.
We're both donuts. Well, but you do see now that the range difference comes in quite huge, as the Jhin has like a 40 minion lead, and this also being around 7,000 above the Kai'Sa.
Gotta be very
quite unfortunate for the Waifus.
What was the Talia damage? That was like no damage. You did your entire combo on Ziggs, and he just like was a quarter of his HP was just gone. He was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do one pot. I'm gonna be fine again. Like, what? What?
Welcome to Talia gaming.
What did my eyes just witness? Okay, we do see mid lane gank. Forces the flash out of Talia there, the Maokai ult. Also, apparently Ziggs flashed after it, so it's a summoner trade. And now we do see a Clown Fest. Oh, a good snipe onto the Ziggs. It's going to be important. Are they going to... No. Maokai can chase afterwards because of the bot lane rotating.
Yeah. So that's can't really chase.
A good kill for the Talia. Talia needs that, apparently, because her combo does no damage. I have no idea how Talia works right now. I have no idea what happened to her damage. She used to be a cheese pick, where if you hit your combo on any carry, he was just dead. And now it's like... Yeah. He like tickle. A tickle. It's a small. Oh, it's a tickle now, but you're stunned during it. Ah, all my abilities are on cooldown, but you are stunned. Haha, for it. Haha.
Yeah.
Don't you feel bad now?
Yeah, or W could also got extended, right? Something like that. Or is the W the stun? Or like
no, the minefield has a different shape now. It used to be more of a triangle. Now it's more rectangle. Something like that.
Yeah, I feel like an old school League player.
I am an old school League player. I am old.
Oh, Rift all being popped in the mid lane.
I am Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
I know.
I also see Maokai. I think he's doing the dragon, right?
Okay, now Talia does a little bit of damage.
There's some. Yeah, there's some.
Is he dead?
Interesting.
No, he's not dead.
Oh.
Like, they know Jenna isn't bot lane. Can't they
yeah, but Jin is just somehow clapping them. At least if he can keep on dodging the skill shots, he's just playing 1v2. Now Maokai is trying to invade on the blue. Let's see if Cho'Gath can do anything about it.
I think I think if it happens to become a 1v1, I think Cho'Gath wins. But Cho'Gath has eat, so I think he just eats blue buff here, right? And just gets it.
I hope for him. But he doesn't need to, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see if he has.
Like how much stacks does Cho'Gath have? Let me check. 3.
Yeah, he's at 3, but all about monsters. So.
Monsters, yeah. So he has
and he just ate one as well.
Does he has 4 now?
Ooh.
Oh.
This might be spicy.
Morgana is dead here,
I think Morgana's dead, yeah. Oh. I think Jin could have handled it with force shock.
Okay, so no one's dead, that's good. Maybe they catch the Ziggs here, question mark? No, they don't.
Yeah, we were laughing at Talia damage, but like...
No, it does
Talia
damage,
yeah.
Oh, nice
more legit damage. Yeah, lesser controlled Kai'Sa players would have just put in there, try to get like one player. You see Miss Banana's actually showing some restraint and not inting.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think Ziggs might be dead here. Yes.
Hey,
ooh,
the stun hitting because of the Talia change because Ziggs used his W in the minefield. Riot Games added again. They did it. They saved the champion. They saved League of Legends.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah. Also the problem with this matchup is that Nasus has so much sustain, just from his passive and fleet footwork. It doesn't even matter if you like poke as on the Nasus, he just heals it back. There's nothing you can do, I think, here as Poppy fans. I know he's an Ornn connoisseur, but yeah, this matchup without any support looks quite doomed to me if I've seen one.
Yeah, I think Waifus needed to look earlier at like shutting down Nasus, not letting him get farmed up, because now he already got his one item. And
yeah, now he's mythic. Now it's
look how he's mythic. And also, he already has 233 stacks. So, and with him TPing back, I think he can also try to get some turret plating. Although, Ornn can also. If he uses TP, he cannot really impact the bot lane of the bot side of the map. Well, he opts for the TP. Probably the better play. Ooh, and Ziggs maybe getting caught out again. This Talia is very slippery. Ziggs can't seem to hit any abilities on her.
Okay, now they're gonna try to
get a gank in the top lane.
But Do they have enough damage to even kill him here? I don't think they do.
Think so. I think they just get out the ulti of Nasus, but nothing more. Is he actually gonna? He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for the 1v2.
He's going it with the sauce! With the sauce!
Yes. He's like dogging it up. Oh, will it kill?
Oh, 6.
No,
that's not damage, doesn't it?
No.
Thanks. Okay.
But,
so
it's official now. Nasus is getting out of hand.
yeah, actually, yeah. I think that's a big
you do have like the only tanks
like
on there. So
once again, there is
damage.
light at the end of the tunnel because I once again do think that Nasus against this team is going to be quite unplayable in a fight.
Yes.
Oh, Talia's looking
as
for the
keeps on
Jhin.
splitting, it should be nice.
Jhin gets away here. Yeah, Jhin gets away here. Doesn't have to burn summoners. And Dirty Little Animals will get a possible turret, but definitely a Rift Herald out of this. So that's good for them. Oh, is Talia dead here? Good flash. Yeah, there's so much card potential with those champions. Okay, misses the last one.
The comp with PLA works very well, I think.
Yeah.
Having this long range kind of engage, it's like very hard to walk up to it because, well, if they have vision of you, they can predict you quite easily and they have the range to act on it. So props for making this comp. I don't know if they made it themselves, but it works very well for them. And I think also, for their playstyle. Ooh, Jhin might be. I think Jhin. Oh, well, Maokai ult saving him.
Oh, I never want to be able to get Jhin though.
Jhin with the side steps.
Oh!
Talia over the wall.
Do they get the Jenna here? They do get a 1-for-1 on support trades. Oh no, Kai'Sa also just died. Oh, okay.
And also Nasus got a kill.
Yeah, Ornn is in the side wave, so they miss a player. So that's quite unfortunate here.
Yeah. Split push Ornn. I mean, he might get the tower.
He will probably get tower, but they will definitely get mid tower out of this. Okay.
Yeah, but
so what's the problem?
Is that worse?
Ziggs is alone in the lane.
Oh, Ziggs is not going for the.
No, why don't you go on the satchel on the inhib turret? You can just W it.
Oh my god, it could have been just W it and then.
Well, he goes for protection on turret, I guess.
I think they're going for the perfect game, but I think it's still falls.
Like, and he doesn't even save the turret here. He could have gone for the hero play on the W on the turret in the mid lane. I mean, he can still do it, but now it's more for the more hassle.
Yeah. Well, I guess sad 6 moments.
Yep.
Sad 6 moments.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they should be prioritizing vision around the Jenna maybe getting caught out. Man, I take back everything about Talia not having any damage. Ooh,
okay, that looked very scuffed on my screen. Oh, Jhin is dead here as well, right? Is he dead? A good binding, yeah. Jhin is dead, harm here.
Good binding, yeah.
I think give kill to Kai'Sa. Okay, Talia's also farming.
Yeah, Talia's well 5.
The only problem is Talia can't deal with Nasus because Nasus built so much magic resist already. He's gonna build Spirit Visage, and then Talia's also not gonna do any damage to him.
I'm kind of interested why Nasus didn't opt for the Mercury threads because he's facing a lot of CC and kiting potential, and also the MR threat in Talia and I guess Talia is quite high. I mean, maybe it's just very, very normal to go like Ionian Sheen Rush on Nasus. Maybe that's just a playstyle you have to go for. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I should ask him after the game.
Sure as well. Maybe the argument you can make is just more stacks, right? Just get more cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
Okay, will they able to kill Nasus here? Real question. They have a lot of CC. They have the Talia here as well. They get a double stun off. Maokai may die, but the Nasus sure doesn't.
Yeah. Well, Nasus did use his flash now, so he's a little bit less of kill potential. Oh, this Talia is really good dodging. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, just nice.
Oh my god, Talia ripping.
Okay, at least they get the 1v1 here, the 1-4-1 here. That's good. But once again, Nasus is like really difficult for their comp to deal with. It's good. They can deal with it, but they can't deal with it now. They have to have 5 people against 5 people, then they can maybe deal with the Nasus.
Yeah, just a quick update. Nasus has more than 500 stacks, 546 to be exact. So,
yeah, that's stacks.
Yeah.
And then we have the Cho'Gath stacks. Well, he has 4 right now.
Yeah, we do have some stackers in this game.
We have some stackers.
Ooh, almost a catch. Almost. Well, they're trying to maybe do the repeat on the Nasus, but I think they're just gonna scare them off and not really do anything.
They really don't want
to. No. Well, but the threat of the Talia ult is still there, so he did need to back off. But now he's just gonna stack the crab, because Nasus things. Stacking crabs. Yeah, I think Jhin is really enabling this comp. I'm very impressed with how they play. I think well,
now you have just the Waifus having all their gold into one person, their mid laner, having to carry hopefully.
So it becomes like safety Talia here. Should put all peel towards her. But this also makes it a little bit easier to itemize because, yeah, as you see, Maokai and Nasus both are stacking quite heavily on the MR. So, yeah, Talia is forced to also buy Shadow Flame.
Like,
she's probably gonna go for.
I'm actually quite curious. Just I generally don't know this because I don't play Morgana. But support mythics are quite good. Why would you skip it for Zhonya's? I know Zhonya's or Morgana is really necessary and really good.
Yeah.
But support mythics really are so busted though. Like, you can get the movement speed one and just...
Having your Zhonya's as Morgana is like having a new ability. Because you enable yourself from engaging. Because otherwise, if you engage with your ult, you're just gonna die. And that's what's been happening all the time. Because she doesn't have everything yet.
Oh! Dies to the burn! Holy god, that's unfortunate.
I think she could have skipped the Oblivion ult though, because she already has Ignite, and also the Talia's Ignite.
They're like, everybody of them is just gonna poke down. Ziggs is only throwing bombs every single 2 milliseconds.
Ziggs really wants this kill. I see it. Flashing over.
Oh, the interrupt, yeah. This looks like a ripperoni.
Very bad. Also with the flash. Oh, that feels really bad. Yeah. But yeah, about the build for Morgana. Like, Oblivion Orb is most of the time it is good, but you already have Ignite on Talia and Ignite on Morgana. So you should probably save the Oblivion Orb, rush Sonya's, and after that go directly into a Mythic. But then again, well, yeah, it might also be a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you build a Morgana. I generally don't know how you build a Morgana. It's really just a question.
Oh, that's Q damage.
Sure.
Yeah, Nasus is. Nasus is doing pretty much damage. Klopt.
Oh, the silence?
Oh.
No? Okay, he's dead.
Yeah, I think Ziggs is just. Oh, maybe not. Cho'Gath could.
They do have to give up a turret here before it though. Oh, Cho'Gath is going to walk into the entire. Ah, they're just going to try and get him. I guess.
He is quite tanky. Will they be able to do anything? Or no.
When you get Jenna here, that's good. You should try and maybe kill Jhin here. I think he's the only killable member, but
yeah, and he's also a little bit out of position.
Oh, you see the Talia walking away. It's kind of a miscommunication. I think, yeah. That means they die here. They do have a good way.
They are fighting in a little bit of a choke point. So.
Like, fighting in the choke is good there for Waifus, but like Nas is just so fed. At this point, it's really difficult for them to do anything about it.
It's like the same score line, just like 7 on gold shutdown, 0 deaths, a lot of kills, and a little bit of assists. It's just like...
Yeah, the problem is the only person who could probably deal with Nasus is Kai'Sa, and Kai'Sa died at the beginning of that fight. Even then, Kai'Sa's gonna have difficulty dealing with it, because Nasus just heals his entire HP bar back with 1 Q. So
yeah, she needs like a lot of time free hitting him.
Like Nasus needs to be permanently standing still, and then he needs to get anti-healed by Morgana, and then maybe you can kill him if you like all 4-5 spam everything you have on him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's possible.
But later in the game, I know, yeah, Kai'Sa can deal a lot of damage. Later in the game, so it's not over.
You really get the.
Yeah, you also get a 6 getting caught out.
I really think you need, at this point, give the kill to Kai'Sa. I think that kill's already secured. I think Kai'Sa really needs a little bit more gold to get 3 items, to maybe also get a way of dealing, because that's your way you have to deal with Nasus here. Because Nasus has another magic resist item. You know, when he has his inventory, another fucking magic item he's probably going to build out of it. So you need your Kai'Sa to get some kills.
Nature. Yeah, Spirit Visage, Force of Nature, and now a no magic mantle. Which, implies that it's going for another MR item.
Which MR is even going here?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's going for the item that gives a lot of health. Length damage. But you can activate it because it's
Stoneplate. Doggo Stoneplate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Could be.
But we'll see. But it's something with a no magic mantle.
Oh, Morgana's gonna walk into the Nasus. It's gonna be 2 Qs and that person is going to be dead.
Yes. Nasus gaming. Oh, I do feel for the waifus. Playing against the Nasus this fat is not fun.
Not enjoyable, no.
And then, the DLA getting their Baron. I think, with the mid inhibitor going. Yeah, they should try to focus on top next. The most powers are there. And they're also kind of positioned for it already. So I think they need to get necessarily. Oh, and then Nasus. Wow, is he caught out? Or is he just Nasus? Oh, wait, that Q hit the Kai'Sa.
See how long he was to see there and how it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a difficult fight to call.
Also the slows on slows, and just... Well, the Ziggs getting some kills as well.
Okay, Talia trying to wall them off from ending. That's fair. Oh, a 4!
Actually,
oh my god, trying to do that. But he's dead here. He's dead here. Oh, maybe that's nice. That's nice! Okay! Raid boss down, boys. We have 50 seconds of free time.
Yeah.
The game's probably over in that time, but we try.
Last stand. A very good last stand for the Talia, but I think... Oh, is
I think they can end here?
Yeah, I think so as well. Well, are they though?
I mean, GG's are getting called. Yeah, okay, they're getting in there. They're just playing.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely 2 quicker games, to be honest, that I suspected that was going to be.
Yeah. Well, I guess this one also, it took like 29 minutes, right? Like, or 30. So it's not like a very short game. But it was decisive. Also, yeah, it's good to see that Talia this game could get a little bit more off the ground. We've seen a lot of pretty good burst plays. Also the last one where they, with the wall off and then the killing, that's pretty cool to see. It's just, the Nasus was a lot to deal with, especially as he's buying like so much magic resist. Also on the Maokai only magic resist. It's like they knew, they had to focus on the items to, deny the Talia any chance. Yeah, I don't know.
We have a cast. We can ask someone of Waifus. Yeah, Waifus. No, Waifus. No, the DLA to shoutcast to interview.
I would really like to hear what the last item was going to be with the no match mantle from for the 50 Shades of Weep, but they can.
The real questions. The real questions. True.
The real questions. How much MR is enough MR?
A lot more.
Apparently not enough. No.
It's never enough. Always more.
Always more. Just Nasus thing.
It's never enough. anymore.
No.
Okay, but if someone of Dirt Little Animals can join the Dorans Discord somewhere and say to me, hey yo, I'm here, I will drag... No, I can no longer drag people. We will go to you there and... We have an interview room, right?
Yeah, but I don't think...
Yeah, but why is the interview room locked though? Like, that's the real question I want to ask the...
That is the real question.
That is the real question. Like, hey yo, we're going to do the interview, but only a select few people can enter the interview room, like Brett.
No, I think everyone, or they can look at it. They can look at this one, so they see it, I guess. But yeah, somebody can just go into the chill room, and I can throw them into the interview room or the casters room.
Okay.
If they want to post, I can also just message them.
Okay, but yeah, the second game top lane once again kind of being an issue for the Waifus to deal with. This time they had a better answer, I think, on the first game. With the
welcome. This is the top laner of DLA.
This is the Nasus top laner.
Nice.
Nasus enjoyer, I see. Well, first off, congratulations with your victory.
Thank you.
So then we start off with the first general question. How did you prepare for like champ select the first and second game? Did you have like a certain plan of a team comp you want to do? Because you were very like a poke / big heavy your comp the first and second game. Was it like intentional? Is that a comp you do regularly, or what was your thought process for that?
Well, actually, our jungle always goes a bruiser, so the rest is just fill in basically. We just see what works. We don't really prepare. We just look at the enemy champions and we see, okay, what champions are good against those.
Well, that's
So
also
that's
a strategy.
Yes, we react on the enemy basically, what they pick.
Oh, very fair. It did look like a very good comp, as you had like four, a sort of squad of 4 with a lot of range, and then there was one top laner, which was you, coincidentally, who just split pushes hard, and it would be very hard for the other team to engage on the 4 because they had such it's just a long range, and also the big potential. So in the end, they looked like two pretty good comps, and it worked out well for you, I think. What did you? I had one very specific question for you, because we noticed that you were building like a lot of MR in the second game, and you had another no magic mantle. Was there any item in particular that you were thinking of buying?
Yes, actually, it was the gargoyle stone plate.
Oh, stone plate, nice.
Yes.
Okay, so you were right, Axel. You were right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all saw like the only big threat in their team was basically Talia, who was really dealing the damage. So that's why I was just stacking MR at that point.
Yeah, fair. Makes sense.
Yeah, I saw also the Mao guy also joining you in that. Was pretty pretty funny to see. Well, do you have any other questions?
Yeah. So it's a particularly good question I have. I'm thinking. I had a particular question, but I lost it because I was thinking about something else for like 1 millisecond, and I just lost the question for no reason.
I think you both games you banned out the mid laner pretty heavily. Was that something you planned on early on in the?
Yeah, it was. Like we did some scouting on the op.gg, and we figured out that their mid lane was the carry champion player. So we tried to make the mid lane pick an uneasy pick.
Yeah, that also made the
I mean, the mid laner still was a big threat after all. So don't know if it worked.
Like, well, I also saw the op.gg from the mid lane, and I guess that the Syndra Zoe picks for a lot of his plays, and also a pretty high win rate, I believe. So I think you did good in trying to deny that.
I have to say, Orn is pretty good, by the way. Like, I had a difficult time matching against him, laning against him.
Yeah, I mean, because in the end you got a lot of kills. But, so did you? In what aspect would you think? Was it like the more dueling? Because you had a lot of damage both on the first game. Because yeah, you were just playing very brawly, or was it more like wave management style?
I think like the matches were pretty even, like every lane. However, I think the team play was just better, and that's what made us win the games. For example, I was just setting up those waves correctly so I could join the fight for Drake, for example. And yeah, those kind of things just made us get all the Drakes and the enemy none. And that, I think that won us the game, not specifically just dominating in lane. Because those were pretty even, in my opinion.
Fair. I think also there was a point in the beginning of the game where, or the first game, where the Vi got invaded a lot by your Sejuani. And yeah, there was also a little bit too little or too late follow-up from the enemy team. And you guys played very well around that by pressuring the lanes, which yeah, is kind of it's good to see for a team of your caliber to that you're playing well together. Because
Yeah,
I think
I'm actually...
you are quite yeah.
No,
You're
okay,
quite a new team, right?
I just want to say that the synergy in our team is amazing. Like, we only know each other for like a month, but already the synergy is already amazing, and I really know how to coordinate with our jungle, with our team captain. And that's why we could pull it off by invading the enemy jungle and just dominating their jungle.
That's very good to see that that synergy has already been achieved. It was also good to see the game. We liked a lot that you were playing well around with communication, with what you wanted to do in the game. At least that looked like it.
Yeah, that was going on.
Yeah, I think then the last question would be: do you have any more shout-outs? Maybe your team, maybe your mother, maybe your I don't know, long lost cousin. Who knows?
I would like to thank Nasus for existing. I would like to thank Garen for existing. And,
yeah, I do gotta give a shout out to the enemy Ord player. It was fun to lane against him, and he was really. I felt he was really sportsmanship like. So yeah, shout out to Poppy OnlyFans.
Poppy OnlyFans.
Woo! And also the mentality on Orn playing is just like insane. Like I swear, I swear I would have like ran it down halfway through if I was Orn. But Orn players are just built different, you know. They just mentally built different.
Yeah, exactly. Like he didn't give up, and yeah, really a lot of respect to that, to the whole enemy team for not just giving up and still trying to the end.
Ooh, okay, now on a positive
note. Okay. Sportsman-like game.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, thank you for showing up, and once again, congrats with your victory.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Yes.
Okay, and with that, we're going to end the stream. At least for me, I'm not going to cast second game. I don't think the second time slot is getting casted once again.
I need to go out of the room because I'm getting kicked out.
Yeah, I'm also gonna quit now.
Yes.
I thank all of you for showing up and listening to or shoutcasting, amazing shoutcasting, of course, of these two games. Also, thank you, of course, to the two teams, Dirty Little Animals and Dorans Waifus. It was an interesting series to watch. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And Axel, any last words?
No, I just want to thank you for casting the game, and it was very fun to cast the game. And also, thank you to the team.
With that, on this positive note, we're going to say have a nice evening, and until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.